Hey, this is Jamie. Just wanted to take you down and show you my current airbrush setup. Give you some ideas and ideas on how you can make your own. All right, stay tuned. Here we go. All right, well, here we are. We're down in the garage. This is the place I recently kind of cleaned up and made a lot of room. I'm using it for my airbrush setup just because I don't have room in the house. I don't think I would do airbrushing in the house anyway, but this is the space I have. I'm going to show you the table, and this is what I'm currently using to give you some ideas on your own. I have the table here, which actually is made from a recycled interior door. I found it at one of the reuse shops. The bottom half was damaged, which was fine with me. I cut that off and cut that part off and made it into a door with a frame around it. It has wheels and a base. It's easy to move around. It was cheap to make. Again, all made from recycled lumber. I have the base. Usually I use a piece of cardboard to paint on, so I can kind of do some quick tests. I also have a target up and back here to practice and to test the paints beforehand. One of the things I really recommend, and I'm really particular about this, I like to keep my stuff organized. And I'm going to say this, I do not have any stock in this company. I don't get any kickbacks or anything like this, but Harbor Freight has these little toolboxes you can get for like under $20. And this has to be the greatest thing ever. Maybe something else better out there, but hey, it allows me to store my airbrushes on top of it. And plus it has containers, drawers in it that you can store your other items. For my airbrush itself, for the power, or not for the power, but for the air, I actually have an air compressor sitting on the other side of the garage. It's just a Porter cable Pancake compressor. I run about 80 psi through the line on the floor. Maybe one day I'll actually put it up into ceiling so I'm not tripping over it. But one of the best things I ever made has to be the item here, which allows me to adjust the air locally so I'm not having to get up and go to the air compressor. And it also has a filter and a humidity filter on it to get any water that's coming out of your line out of the way. I live in a very humid environment, and this has been key to eliminating trash coming across any air, any small particles, especially water, from actually getting into the airbrush itself and messing up your paint job. I have the paintbrush. I use all quick connect items on it. If you haven't done it already, I really highly recommend buying these. Amazon, you can get them, and it allows you, if you have multiple airbrushes, a quick way to connect your airbrushes up. Another thing that I've been doing lately is I found these online also. These little plastic bottles has been like a lifesaver for mixing up paint. With your airbrush thinner, put your paint in, mix it up. It allows you to fill up your airbrush without getting it all over the place. And what's really cool, it has a needle tip on it. If you press it in on it and stick it in, and it will suck it right back up into the container, so you can actually reuse, well, I won't say reuse is not a good word, but to save paint that you don't use. These have been really helpful for me. I found these really helpful. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Oh, this is the setup for now. I will, some people that came over asked me about the regulator I'm using. I'm going to do another video about how to make your own. Again, all these parts came from Harbor Freight. They're very inexpensive. I think the regulator itself was like $50, and then with all the connectors, like another $20 or $30 about everything said and done. Of course, you can do a little bit more inexpensive ways if you want to, but I'm going to do a video on that. And the only other thing that's missing from my setup now currently is a turntable. I had one of these before, and basically it's a Lazy Susan. It's a round device that allows you to easily rotate your model while you're painting it. So you can put it up, and as you're airbrushing it, move it around to get different angles at without actually having to move the model. That's another time saver, and that's going to be another video also about how I'll put that together. A lot of things here to do. So I got a lot of stuff, and I have no excuse of not doing these videos. And then one last thing. Last week I set the intention of doing one video for this week, and well, here it is. This is my one video. And so other things, I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit my website, seeing some of the little projects I'm working on, and yeah, subscribe to my newsletter so we can stay in touch. I think that's about it. So my one video for this week, and my intention is to do another video next week on how to make the regulator. So stay tuned, and I hope you all have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.